Hi, I'm Troy, and I'm with PhD Retirement Consulting. We help employees just like you with their money, with their most valuable employee resource, which is your financial employee resources. And that could be your financial wellness program, or it could be your company retirement plan. But I'm your money coach, and we want to help you figure out how to be successful with handling your money. Actually, we want to help you win with your money, which means making your money work for you. So here's our agenda today. We want to talk to you about financial freedom and financial security, and we're going to provide some tools to help you actually win with your money. It's really important because the American Psychological Association tells us that the number one cause of stress in America is financial stress. That could be because we have way too many Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck. Almost 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that's not 80% of Americans that are only making minimum wage. It's 80% of all Americans. And why is that the case? Well, because a lot of times when a person makes a dollar more an hour, then they spend a dollar more an hour so that there's still no margin in their lives because they are spending every bit as much as they're making. So we want you to have margin. We want you to be able to handle an emergency. We're actually told that a lot of people have financial stress because they couldn't handle an emergency of even $1,000. So our goal is to help you put your financial house in order. But the very first step in putting your financial house in order is to actually figure out how to set up an emergency fund first. Now, that might sound counterintuitive, especially if you're up to your eyeballs in debt. You're thinking, I've got to eliminate all this debt. But first, you actually need to establish an emergency fund. And here's the reason why. If you don't have a rainy day fund, it's going to pour. Life is still going to happen. You're trying to eliminate debt on the one side, but life is still happening and creating debt on the other side. So if you're eliminating debt on one side, but you're throwing expenses and emergencies on a credit card, it's kind of counterproductive. So first, set up an emergency fund. Then you can work towards the next step, which is eliminating debt. I want to talk about something real quickly that's been in the news a lot because the feds keep talking about raising interest rates. So, what's that all about? Is interest good or bad? Well, it kind of depends on which side of the equation you're on. If it's received, it's a reward for living within our means. But if it's interest that we pay, it's a penalty for living beyond our means. So, we want to help you get on the right side of that by eliminating your debt using something called the debt snowball. So, there's a proven method for eliminating debt. Let me explain the illustration like this. Would it be better if you had several different debts, let's say 3 different credit cards, would it be better to line them up from the smallest to the biggest balance credit card? Or would it be better to line them up from the highest interest rate, the credit card that has the highest interest rate, to the lowest interest rate? It probably makes financial sense to pay off the highest interest rate first. We don't want to be paying interest, right? That's a penalty for living beyond our means. That's called the debt avalanche. The biggest problem with the debt avalanche is that people give up before they eliminate all of their debt. It actually works better to use what's called the debt snowball, which is to pay off the smallest one and then the next biggest one and then the next biggest one. And you're moving down the field pretty soon, eliminating a huge amount of debt that you never thought you could eliminate before. And you're actually gaining freedom over your money. So set up an emergency fund, eliminate debt, and then create margin so that you're not one of those 78% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. That's what I call financial freedom. And you've got to have financial freedom before you can start to establish financial security. Look, we want to help you grow your money, but you can't start growing your money until you take control of your money and actually have the financial freedom to actually be successful with that. So I want to leave you with a couple different tools. First of all, every single one of you has a coach. That's someone on our team. It could be me or someone else on the team. But when you have a need, here's where to go. That's what I want you to take away from this. If you have a financial need, here's where to go. If you have a question, here's where to go. It's free coaching. There's never a sales pitch, and it's completely confidential. Nothing that you share with us ever gets back to your employer. You can come to us with any money question at all about insurance, about investing, about your 401k, about budgeting, about anything money related. Come to us with those questions. Just set up a time, schedule a meeting, and we can visit about that. That's something for every single one of you. You should start with your money coach. Now, some of you will want to go a little bit further, a little bit deeper, and we do actually have a textbook available as well. It's my first book, Repurposement, which is actually gaining the financial freedom to start living on purpose today. That's for those that want to take it a little bit further, but every single one of you, remember that you have a financial coach that's available. Okay. Our goal is financial freedom and financial security. We want to share with you the secrets to building wealth, but you can't start there because you've got to have the financial freedom before you can actually start building financial security and actually building wealth. Just don't forget, every single one of you has a money coach, and you also have a textbook available if you'd like to take this a little bit deeper. What questions do you have about this presentation or about your money? Here's how you can reach me. This is my email address, it's our phone number, or right down here is a link to my calendar. All right. You can actually grab a 15-minute coaching session anytime that works for you. There's no cost for you to do so. Why would you want to do that? Well, because your situation may be unique. You may need personal advice that's different from anybody else at your company. So please take advantage of those coaching sessions, and we want to be available to help you be successful with your money. All right. Our goal is to help every single one of you finish the race well and be successful. And so we are here as your money coach, and we're here to answer your questions. So please reach out and let us know how we can help, and have a great day. We look forward to seeing every one of you win with your money.